Thank you all for coming to the special council meeting on the 5th of June 2019. I'll declare the meeting open at 5:31 and acknowledge the traditional custodians of Garriada people and recognise the contribution of Garriada elders past, present and future in working together for the future of Port Edland. Thank you. Technical issues with Facebook, so the broadcast comes to you a bit later. Item 3, recordings of attendance is as listed with, apart from Councillor Warren McDonough. 3.2, attendance by telephone, instantaneous communication, there is nil. 3.3, apologies, we have an apology from Councillor Warren McDonough. 3.4, approved leave of absence, there is nil. 3.5, disclosures of interest. Do I have any disclosures of interest from council members tonight? No? Thank you. No disclosures. Item 4, public time. This meeting has been recorded on audio tape and streamed live online as an additional record of the meeting to assist with minute-taking purposes, which may be released upon request to third parties. If you do not give your permission for recording your participation, please indicate this at the meeting. The public is reminded that in accordance with section 616 of the Town of Port Edland local law and standing orders, nobody shall use any visual, vocal or electronic device or instrument to record the proceedings of any meeting unless that person has been given permission by the presiding chairperson to do so. Members of the public are also reminded that in accordance with section 6174 of the Town of Port Edland local law and standing orders, mobile telephones must be switched off and not used during the meeting. In accordance with section 7673 of the Town of Port Edland local law and standing orders, members of the public are required to complete a question form and place the completed form in the tray provided. So 4.1, public question time. I'll open public question time at 5:34. And as we've got no members of the public, I'll close public question time at 5:34. And 4.2, public statement time. Open public statement time at 5:34. And as we have no members of the public, I'll close public statement time at 5:34 as well. 4.3, petitions, deputations, presentations and submissions, there is nil. Item 5, questions from members without notice. Do members have any questions relating to the agenda item only? Thank you. Councillor? No.
Just one clarification, Mr. Mayor. 8.1, corporate performance, it says, excuse me, the Mayor is to call a show of hands in support of revocation. The following 3 elected members raised their hands. So that's the 3 members that actually said that they wanted a special meeting. Is that
if
right?
They would like to raise their hand, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure that this is not the 3 members that decide that this will go ahead.
Any 3 members can raise their hand if they want to.
Okay, it's not the actual 3 that signed the.
Any 3 members can.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Hedbard? Councillor Pitt? Thank you, councillors. Item 6, announcements by presiding members without discussion. I have got a 10-minute. I'll have everything's good. Item 7, declarations of all members to have given due consideration to all matters contained in the business paper before the meeting. Can I have a show of hands, please? Thank you. 8-0. Members of the public are cautioned against taking any action on council decisions on this item on this evening's agenda, which they may have an interest until formal notification in writing by the town has been received. decisions made at this meeting can be revoked pursuant to the Local Government Act. Item 8, report from officers. Council members, to revoke the previous decisions, I need a show of hands of at least 1/3 of the council. Could I have a show of hands of those who want to proceed with this? So I have Deputy Mayor, Councillor Arif and Councillor Whitwell. Item 1.1, suspension of attendance of the Town of Port Eden delegates at the 2019 Pilbara Kimberley Forum, Regional Cooperation and Development Forum of the National General Assembly. As this is a notice of motion, I'll pass over to the Deputy Mayor to explain her notice of motion. Deputy? Explain it for the public, and then you can move it. Can I get you to speak into the mic?
The explanation, as it explains on the special council meeting that I signed, was that while due to the point at the time that we made the vote, we had not had show cause notice. But since this time, we have been given show cause notice, and I believe that it's the right thing that while we are under this dark cloud, that we do not attend forums on behalf of this council. Thank you.
Thank you. So, are you moving?
Mr. Mayor?
Are you moving the motion?
Yes, I am, Mayor.
Okay. So I have a mover in the motion. Do I have a seconder?
No, I'd like to make an amendment, Mr. Mayor, if that's possible.
Actually, you can make an amendment after the seconder. No, it's yes. You can make an amendment now with the authorisation of the mover. Yes. So,
I would like to make an amendment, Mr. Mayor.
what is your amendment, Councillor?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My amendment is that this special meeting is reconvened tomorrow, Thursday, 6th of June at 4 p.m. due to Council's meeting with the Minister, Minister Templeman, tomorrow morning and afternoon. So I'd like the meeting held tomorrow after the meeting with the Minister.
Does the mover agree with the amendment?
I'll agree to that.
Okay. Would you like to second with the amendment?
Yeah, with my amendment, yes, Mr. Mayor.
So I have a mover and a seconder with an amended motion to postpone the meeting to tomorrow. Do I have any against?
Yes, I'm against it.
Thank you. Speakers for, Deputy Mayor, speakers for, Councillor De Cash, speakers against, Councillor Arif. Deputy?
Yes, I'm speaking for Councillor De Cash's change due to the fact that in my write-up I did have a point here that I believe prefer to suspend travel until the outcome is known, and maybe tomorrow's meeting with the Minister will be more clear in everyone's minds on that. I believe there's a lot of talk out there that this is spoken about suspension. So I've done my homework in the last few days. There seems to be that show of cause, this is a general show cause that has been given to many councils. So some have been dismissed. So it's not just about a suspension, I don't believe. And I would feel more comfortable about going to this meeting tomorrow after speaking with the Minister. Thank you.
Speakers for, Councillor De Cash.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mine's pretty small. The reason I asked for this adjournment is because after we meet with the Minister Templeman, and tell him the facts of why this council is dysfunctional, he may realise that he wasn't given all the facts and reverse his decision.
Motion that we call this special council meeting tonight. We've all turned up. The staff have worked very hard to pull this together very, very quickly. I don't believe by moving it one day, even if the Minister comes up, is going to make any difference to the outcome of the meeting. I don't believe it, and it will just cause a lot more angst for the staff members. I just don't believe it will achieve anything by moving it one day. Thank you.
Speakers for.
I speak for it, it's Richard Woodwell. Look, I just had a look at the amount of money that's been spent on it so far. So they've got to about 80% of the money spent, I suppose. That can make a bit of a difference. But the reason I looked at this and was that we've got a show cause notice, and as part of that show cause notice, or the letter of the show cause notice, is talking about what the Minister sees as one of the deficiencies, you know. And what he's saying is one of the deficiencies is to have more education, I think he called it, or in terms of the various councillors, so that people would we could bring everybody up to speed, including myself, right, in terms of how you deal with a council and being a member of a council. And I suppose, in my view, it's the membership that's really the important point, because it's all right to say I'm a councillor, but really it's got to be operating as a council, and that's the point I think he's trying to get at. So I'm not sure whether going to these various places helps that very much. You know, I just think we do need a lot of ways in which we can get a council to work. So a council is not just a blob of something in the ocean or wherever it is. It's something that's got some human element associated with it. And at this stage, we don't seem to exhibit that very well. Okay, that's just my comment.
Speakers against?
Yeah, in the mic.
Councillor Pitt, can I just stop you there for
Yeah,
1 minute?
sure.
I need to get some advice.
Mhm.
Thank you.
The motion's amended, so we'll vote on the amended substantial motion. This is just an amendment. So then, if what happens if it's lost, or it goes forward, what? So it's just a separate.
Okay, thank you, Pitt. Councillor Pitt.
So I'm speaking against this amended motion tonight. I concur with Councillor Riff in the fact that we're already all here, the staff are here, and I don't really understand how waiting one more day until the Minister comes will affect the outcome of this vote. Also considering, I'm unsure why this special council meeting was even called, because these travel dates are still within the time of the 21 days that we have. So to my understanding, every person at this table still is a councillor, and they're still representatives of the town of Port Hedland. We went under the local government investigation last year, just before the Pilbara Kimberley Forum, also Walga Week. So we've been here before, and yet we still attended those forums. So I would like to vote against this motion, not to vote and wait till tomorrow. I would like to see this be voted on tonight. Thank you.
Speakers for? Speakers against? A right of reply, Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, I just want to reply to one thing that Councillor Pitt just said. I felt that we're under a dark cloud at the moment. Last year, yes, we were under investigation, but we weren't given show of cause. At this point now, we have show of cause and 21 days, which I think we have 15 left. I think it's a lot different than last year's situation. Thank you.
Put it to a vote. Those in favour of the amended motion, show of hands, please. And those against? Thank you. We'll go back to the original officer's recommendation. Yes.
May, can I get a point of clarification at all? With the money that's already been spent on these forums, is that recoupable? Like, can the town cancel the accommodation and the flights and stuff and get the money back, or is that?
Acting CEO, is there a possibility?
Yes, for some of it there is. So for the flights we can get credit with the airlines, so that would be used at a later time. The accommodation costs are largely cancelable. Some of the conference costs, the registration costs may not be.
Thank you.
Sorry, can I just give a... Just for clarification on that, you say credit, but that would be credit in the person's name or to all council staff?
Acting CEO, could you answer that?
Through the chair.
Through the chair, there is a process where, yes, it is issued in the person's name, but if you can show that that person cannot use that credit because they are not with the organisation any further, it can be credited to the organisation.
Thank you. Do I have any further clarification? So,
Yes, Mr. Mayor, sorry, I apologise. Would that recommendation also affect the Karasa meeting in July in Volga? Would that be supposed to be affected as well?
it is relating to what council has decided. So
Just those
the
two.
council decisions that are listed in the item.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
So we have the original officer's recommendation on page 9. Do I have a mover in the officer's recommendation?
So moved.
Do I have a seconder?
Yes.
Moved Deputy Mayor and seconded Councillor Arif. Do I have any against?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Speakers for, Deputy Mayor. Speakers for, Councillor Arif. Speakers against, Councillor De Cash.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The reasons why I raised this special council meeting is due to the reputational risk to the town if councillors are to attend while under investigation. I believe the community have lost confidence in our ability to perform for them. There is no significant economic impacts to this item. While we're under a dark cloud with this show cause, we must consider that the Minister does not give these out lightly. I would prefer to suspend this travel until the outcome is known, and maybe tomorrow's meeting with the Minister will clarify it. I would like to state tonight, even if this motion is not moved tonight, I will not be attending the Pilbara Kimberley Forum on behalf of this town. I don't feel that it is appropriate at this time. One, we just received it on Friday, and when we did originally do these votes, we did not have show cause. It's business as usual for staff, but I believe it's very hazy times for councillors. The cost of this travel will mostly be credited back, and I don't believe that there is going to be any financial much of a loss. And I am still fully for staff members of the town to go on these forums.
Speakers for, Councillor Arif.
Thank you very much. Officer's recommendation 1 is that the council will revoke the decisions made at previous meetings for councils to attend these forums. Now, I have always been a very strong advocate to attend these forums, and I understand the value of them and how important it is that the town of Port Hedland are at these forums, particularly the Pilbara Kimberley Forum, because they are our regional neighbours and we need to all be on the same page. But you know, I have attended the National Congress and it was very, very good. And I said that when I moved the motion that we have council attend that. But at that time, we didn't have this cloud of the show cause notice hanging over our head. I don't believe it is appropriate when a council that is in reputational risk be attending these. I just don't think that we should be there at this time. The National Congress meeting, the councillors that are attending that, I mean, any meeting, that a forum that we attend, councillors are obligated to file a report to advise other councillors as to what they learned, what information they gathered, all of that sort of thing. So I think they'll be back 2 days before the 21 days kicks in. So hardly enough time to write the report, let alone share information and gather, or implement anything new that they might have learned at the Congress. So I don't think it is the right thing for council members, councillors to be attending. But like Councillor Newberry said, I think the council staff should definitely go. Absolutely, they do. We do need to have some representation there. So certainly council staff should go, but not councillors. As a matter of principle, given that I signed this meeting tonight, I also will not be attending the Pilbara Kimberley Forum next weekend. It would be hypocritical of me to think that, given whichever way this goes, I will not be attending. Thank you.
Speakers against, Councillor De Cash.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Councillors, I would like to talk against the recommendation, mainly because the decision to attend a conference were made when we were councillors. And guess what? We still are councillors. To say that due to the Minister making us short calls and not to attend these meetings or conferences is usually wrong and irresponsible. Thousands of ratepayers' dollars have already been spent on airfares, accommodation, etc. for these conferences, without any guarantee of full reimbursement. I believe it's around just over $15,000 that's already been spent. I'm perplexed by the decision by some councillors to withdraw from the conferences, especially when the town of Port Hedland councillors can meet face-to-face with state and federal ministers and high-ranking government officials to discuss issues involving our town and hopefully come and visit our region and our town. How many times have we mentioned, why does the city of Karratha get all the so-called perks? The answer is quite easy, councillors. Karratha Council see the enormous potential in talking to any government officials they can communicate with. And along with our other Pilbara and Kimberley communities, realise that these opportunities don't come along every day or easily. I have made note, councillors, that the officer's recommendation states the town proposes to send officers to these forums for professional development and to prevent wasteful expenditures. But aren't we as elected councillors pushing and being told that we need this development? Aren't we the ones that make the relevant decisions for our town? I'm all in favour for staff training, but I consider these forums a must for us elected peoples of our town. So I ask you, councillors, not to agree on this recommendation and allow councillors that wish to go to these conferences the chance to represent Port Hedland. I also ask you to remember that when we hold our expo, we expect all the Pilbara and other interested councillors to attend our fantastic expo we have every year. But we are saying to them today, sorry, we're not coming to your forums, even though we can. Thank you, councillors.
Thank you, Councillor De Cash. Speakers for? Speakers against? Thank you.
Mayor Blink, I would like to speak against. Like I said, I'm unsure why it's been decided that this travel should be cancelled, because it's still within the 21-day time frame and we're still all elected members. To say not to go to these specific forums and represent the town of Port Hedland, really, then what are we doing here at the council table tonight, acting as elected members? I feel for the councillors not to attend just kind of adds that darkness to our situation. Like I said, when I voted against the previous amended motion, we went under a local government investigation just before the Pilbara-Kimberley Forum, I believe, and at that time the department offered 3 options for us, which was a suspension, so we were practically at a show cause notice at that time, or for councillors, there was an option to resign from council or to opt for the mentor, in which the town did. So I don't really see the difference between a dark cloud then and a dark cloud now. And I'm also just a bit confused why these 2 particular items of travel have been the only ones put on the agenda, considering there's the Developing Northern Australia Conference in July, mid-July, that I myself and I'm not sure. Well, one of the other councillors, De Cash, is going to attend as well. So why are these 2 the ones that are only put up on the agenda item tonight, is a question that I have, considering there's further travel in July, unless, a decision's been made prior to us knowing what exactly is going on, or the opportunity for us to actually show cause, because I feel that if these should be cancelled, then so should have the Developing Northern Conference in July being cancelled as well. Thank you.
Speakers for? Speakers against? Thank you, Councillor.
I concur with Councillor Pitt and Councillor De Cash. As previously stated, this is business as usual. It is 21 days to respond. It's not 21 days to leave the premises, basically. We are still elected members. We will be until another governing body comes in. And I trust that councillors that have been chosen to represent the town will do their very best, just as previously other councillors had the chance before them. And I think, $10,000 already spent is a lot of ratepayers' money. So I'm in favour of them going ahead to the conferences and forums. Thank you.
Thank you. Speakers for? Speakers against? I'll speak against it. The town, like has been stated many times, has spent already $10,119, which is listed in the agenda item, as per the council resolution, which authorised the expenditure. Now, standing orders also states that council shouldn't consider a motion to revoke if any action has been taken to implement the decision, which clearly has been which has clearly happened here. So that's 17.21a. But it actually goes on further, and it says that we can consider the motion to revoke if a written statement of legal and financial consequence of the carrying the motion is also presented in this item, and that obviously hasn't been provided because the rushed nature of the notice of motion request. We only received it yesterday, so I do understand there is limited legal consequences and also limited financial aspects of losing the money that has already been paid out. But that doesn't change the fact that, in my opinion, the compliance of the notice of motion, is not correct. In my opinion, to standing orders. And again, I believe that this notice of motion is premature. There's been no decision by the Minister to actually suspend the council. the council may band together and show some strong commitment towards closely working together and putting aside personal grievances. The election is only 4 months away, and I still believe that the people should have the ability to exercise their democratic right to vote and to judge current members and also choose who returns to the council. So obviously that should be one of the requests that is submitted to the minister when we talk to him, and he should consider that as the correct option for Hedland. But in any case, the notice clearly does not comply with the rules surrounding the revoking of the decision, the previous decision, and obviously that's my opinion, so I suggest we do not support this motion. Speakers for? Speakers against? A right of reply, Deputy?
I don't think I need to say any more. Thank you, Mayor. I've said it all.
Put it to a vote. Those in favour of the recommendation, show of hands please. And those against. The motion is lost. 6-2. As the first motion is lost, the officer's recommendation 2 does not apply. Development, sustainability and lifestyle, there is nil. 8.3, infrastructure and town services, there is nil. Item 9, matters for which the meeting may be closed, confidential matters, there is nil. Item 10, closure. The next ordinary council meeting will be held on Wednesday, the 26th of June 2019, commencing at 5:30, with the public agenda briefing being held on Wednesday, the 19th of June 2019, commencing at 5:30. So I declare the meeting closed at 6:04. Thank you.